God is so good. If God be before me, who could be against me? And we're talking about self. And when you are by yourself and letting God work on you when you are by yourself, and people that's by themselves that's miserable, going through depression, you know, God is not an act of depression and being miserable. I'm here to tell somebody right now, because somebody right now is sad, mad, and depressed and don't have no self-esteem, no self-confidence because they done let somebody bring them down. I'm going to tell you right now, while you are by yourself, don't always look at it as a bad thing, because when you are by yourself, that's when you let God work on you the hardest. Because God, when God gets you by yourself, then your focus is straight on God. And God will work on you, and he will make you the best person, you know, because he can take your misery and turn it into a ministry. And what I like about God is he is so good. Whether you with or without somebody, it should never be that you let a man or a woman get you down and depressed and miserable, and you are so depressed that it affects your personal appearance. You don't care how you look when you get up in the morning. You don't care how you dress. You know, you go to work all tore up, don't want to dress right, don't want to comb your hair because you are depressed. I'm going to tell you right now, you got to tell yourself you look good, because sometimes you got to encourage yourself. When nobody else is telling you things, you got to tell yourself. And if you can't wake up in the morning by yourself and look in that mirror and look at yourself and say, I look good, and nobody have to, you know, compliment me all the time, when you can tell yourself you look good, that's a beautiful thing. Because it's so many people right now in a marriage, in a relationship, that is depressed. And you know, they mad that their husband or their wife don't compliment them no more. You know, they done got all fat and eating up everything, and done let themselves go because of a man or a woman. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can do bad by yourself. I know something about being by yourself, because I done been by myself for a long time, and you will never see me depressed. When you are by yourself, that could be a good thing, because you work on yourself. You figure out what you like doing, because if you can't make yourself happy, why in the world would you jump in a relationship and try to make somebody else happy when you're not caring about yourself? See, 24/7, I stay the same. Anybody will tell you I have a crazy sense of humor, because I laugh. I like to laugh. I do things by myself so I won't sit up and get mad, sad, and depressed. But God is not going to let me do that anyway, because God is so good, and he wants us to be happy, and he is giving us joy. That's why you don't sit up and let nobody get you down and depressed. You got to get up in that mirror and say, self, I look good. Build up your self-esteem. Build up your self-confidence. So many people are scared of rejection. When somebody tell them no, they scared, and you know, they don't want to hear the word no. Come on, man. I got news for you. I'm not scared of neither one of them answers. If I'm meeting somebody, if I see somebody I really like and I feel that God is leading me to them, I approach them, and if they tell me no, you think I'm going to get depressed? Nope. That just make me go even higher, because you can only tell me yes or no, and I'm not scared of neither answer, because I done heard both of them. So what am I going to get mad, sad, and depressed for? I'm going to try to look good every day. I get up every day, me and my twin brother, man, we work out. You know, sometimes I go to the park just to get some little, you know, bread, or I get my nieces and nephews, we'll get some old bread just to go to the park and throw it to the birds and the ducks, just to change our atmosphere, you know, and have fun, just to look at God's creation. You got to do things to get you out of act of depression. And I'm going to tell you right now, whether you with somebody or without somebody, you shouldn't be depressed, and you shouldn't be down and miserable, because misery loves company. People that's down and depressed, they want you to be down and depressed with them. I don't have time for all that. I make people mad. You know what I tell them? I ain't trying to be around you. You know why? Because all you do is talk down, and you negative, and you sad and depressed, and you don't want to do better. Because I always say, you don't focus on the problem. You know what the problem is. You focus on the solution. And there's so many people right now, they get in that mood. They'll get in that mode, and they'll drink themselves to death. They'll try to smoke themselves to death, you know what I'm saying? They'll go hit the clubs trying to find somebody, you know, and what they don't realize is when your high come down, when you get through drinking and get drunk as you can, when you wake up, you still got that same problem. There is no high better than God's high. I'm going to tell you right now, his high is hard to come down. And when you got God, he won't let you be sad, mad, and depressed and stressed out. So many people in the hospital right now stressed out. So many people have died behind being stressed out and depression. Don't you know stress can kill you? So you hold your head up high when ain't nobody else telling you look good. You tell yourself you look good. You look in that mirror. Don't depend on no man or no woman. You look good for yourself. If you tired of the way you look or tired of the way you done gained weight, do something about it. Quit sitting up getting depressed and making the situation worse. Quit punishing your body. God gave you a beautiful body. Love yourself. Respect yourself. So we talking about working on self. Don't let that be a bad thing all the time when people say you are by yourself. Because God is working on you. And when God get through with you, I'm telling you, man, people that been through the worst situations turn out to be some of the best people. So if you depressed right now, I'm just here to encourage you right now to hold your head up. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got a woman or a man, or if you don't have nobody at all, encourage yourself and make yourself look good regardless of what the situation is. It's an old saying, you look how you feel. If you walking around here stressed out and toe up looking, that's the way you feel. You can tell when a person feel good about themselves by the way they look, the way they carry themselves. They always keep their smile on their face. You know what I'm saying? I love when people are by themselves and they look good and they don't let nobody dictate the way they feel. You know what I'm saying? They go walking, they work out. You do something about it. Quit complaining and do something about it. Don't be depressed and stressed out and miserable. Because that's not an act of God, especially for Christian folks. But this go for the world and Christian folks, whether you with somebody or not. Don't let them bring you down to their level. You can do bad by yourself. And what's so fun is when you start working on yourself, then they start looking bad because they ain't where they wanted to be at. And I'm going to tell you right now, when you start looking good, other people going to notice you. And then all those compliments you ain't getting at home, I guarantee you'll start getting them from somewhere else. Why you think people go out creeping? I'm out of here. Be blessed.